a simple command. I mean, before writing the playbook, you should have knowledge about the ad hoc commands, how to run the Ansible commands for destination host. So here I have run, it is also an ad hoc command that I have written. Okay, so the sign should be, first of all, Ansible, and then the host name that you want to apply here. Okay, if you are making a group, then you can have the group name here. You can define web, whatever you have defined. Now I have not defined the web group inside the inventory file, so I will just keep the server name here. And then -m. -m means the module. So suppose I want to ping the server, so I will use the ping module. I said that thousands of modules are there, the ping, setup, copy, all of the part of that module. Here ping is success. Okay. So suppose you want to check the host name of that managed node. Here host name, what is the host name set? That is managed, right? So
Yep.
I will use the comment module to do that. M comment, and after that I will give -a. What is -a meaning? That is the argument or parameters. Okay. So if I give host name, then the host name has arrived. Output. Okay. So ad hoc command is usually very useful if you are having a small requirement, like one-liner requirement, like one operations you want to do in a server or a set of servers, then you can use the ad hoc command. If you are having multiple tasks have to do, then better to write the playbook. Okay. So suppose here example is there. So ping module we have used. So here another thing is that I have used the -i and the hosts. Suppose what is our present directory? That is home cloud user. Okay. Under that directory, nothing is there. Okay. That is the cloud user home directory. Suppose I want to create a file. What I want now, I want to that file, that is a host file under the home cloud user, to be an inventory file. You can do it in both way. First way is whenever you are running the Ansible playbook, Ansible command, then you can define the own inventory file here. What is the location? That is hosts. Because we are in the present cloud user home directory, so you need not to define the full path. You just define the host, and then for which server it will run, and then the command. So have you understand till that what I did? Any confusion, tell me.
Yeah, there is no confusion.
No confusion.
Because here I have defined my own inventory file. I previously told you to define it in Ansible configuration file. It also can be done. but here it also can be done. I mean, it will be prioritized whatever you have defined under the ansible.configuration file, and here you can define the precedence will be priority will be higher here. Okay, whatever you are defining right now, whatever command you are running, that will be prioritized than the Ansible configuration file. Because inside the Ansible configuration file, the by default inventory file is etc Ansible host, right? And we are defining here the another location inventory file like /home cloud user host. So that is prioritized. Okay, so another thing I've showed you. If I make a group, so tell me I want to write a command, Ansible command to execute the web group, and what I have defined here. So what should be the command to check the host name? Tell me, anyone?
What will be the
To check the host name of the web group, whatever servers present in the web group, I want to execute on that. So what should be the playbook?
so in the place of the IP we put the host name, right?
Which host name?
I mean in the place of the IP now you want to use the group name, right? Like Ansible Web.
Okay. Before that I need to define the inventory file, right?
Yeah, minus the host name.
Then
Minus n.
not minus name, you need to define the server, right?
Oh yeah.
That should be it, because I'm running on the group.
Command. Minus.
Sorry. It's done. Okay. So here I have run the Ansible commands. I mean, for a copy operations. So simply what it command does, that is Ansible -i host is I mean under the host is it has its own inventory file, and then all is a group name like web. Okay, all is a group name which is consisting two servers, host 1, host 2, and -m copy, -a is a parameters or argument, and then we are defining the source equals to /root test Ansible test file, and the destination should be /10. I mean inside the host 1 host 2 server, it will copy that test file from this location to this location. So installing, removing, updating packages using Ansible. So simply you can use all the operations. Installing, removing, updating should be done via yum module. Okay, using yum. You remember, I think so. Whenever I have installed the Ansible, I have played the command the yum and install Ansible like that, right? Yum install
Yeah, I
Ansible.
remember.
I have given. So here we are using the yum module, but the parameters will be different. We need not to give the install and all. So after -a we will give name equals to, so here ncdu is a package. Okay, so here we can give name equals to Ansible and state equals to present mean that will install. Okay, here three states are there. First of all, presence mean that will install. You can give latest means if it is already installed, then it will install to a latest, and if it is not installed, it will install the latest package. Okay, so instead of present, if you are giving latest, then that will do. Another, to removing the package, we will here mention the absent, 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 state equals to absent. If you are giving, then if Ansible install, then it will simply uninstall. So one thing.
Okay, so in this situation you install already. Can you do like status to say start or restart?
Which one?
Like you already install, right?
Yeah.
Can you say check status like start or yeah? Because when you install a package, right, you want to check if the package is running or right, or you want to
package will not be running. Package
oh
is the
sorry.
software. Service
Yeah,
should
yeah,
be
yeah,
running.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
service.
Yeah. This one
So
is not okay.
so here I'll tell you. So here HTTP package is there. Okay, so it's not installed, because if it is installed, then it will be mentioned as install. Okay, so if I give yum install HTTPD, then it is going to install. But I will say no, I don't want to install now, because I will install it in by Ansible. So what should be the command? Ansible I host web. I will define web because only one server I have entered, so it will run in one server only. Okay. So yum -a state equals to present, or you can check it latest also. Okay, whatever you want, you can do. Oh, sorry, I have not mentioned the package name. See, one thing, that whenever you are running the playbook, if playbook or command, if playbook or command will run successfully, then you can get the yellow prompt. I mean, successfully means whatever you have making changes. If it is making changes, then it will run manage. If it is like same, I mean green color, if the output gives the green color, then that means the command has not run successfully. I mean successfully means it is running successfully, but some incomplete informations are there. Otherwise, I mean, or it will give, or it will remain same thing. Suppose I will tell you one example. Suppose you want to copy a file from a location to another location. If a file is already copied previously, okay, the same file is there. So you want to make the changes again. So then it will prompt you a green, because already the same file is there. So it will not do anything, because already the file is copied back. Okay, so if the file is not there, then it will give you the yellow font or yellow characteristics. Okay, so it will you will experience better whenever you are writing the code. So here what I missed, what I mean,
the package.
package name, yeah.
Package.
haven't. Oh, sorry. Yes, space problem. It's installing, I think. Oh, it will have some error because we don't give in the sudo permission like that. Okay. So in Linux, another funda is, so you need to have the sudo permission because we are running it to as a cloud user. Okay. Cloud user is a local user, normal user. It don't have the admin privilege. So to give the admin privilege, so we need to define it sudo file.
Okay.
So here I will give the sudo access here. Cloud user. So now we are going to remove. After that, -s should be defined like for sudo. Oh, sorry. Let me check one thing.
What about become equals to true?
Yeah, that is in this inside the playbook. I mean, the command line short form is also there.
Man, this time goes so fast. It's only 15 minutes left.
The documentation you can get. I can become. For -b, it will give the last. We have given it to the first. let me troubleshoot the error. What's we are getting? Given the sudo's permissions. Okay. It is asking for the password, so should not ask for password. Okay, one thing that is I will check on that. Okay, for installing the sudo permissions, for giving the sudo access, I will check on that. Uh, so this I will come to later. Okay.
Okay.
So so variables. So variables, what is that? I mean, yeah, you can have the 4-5 ways to define the variable. So inside the inventory file, you can define the variables here, like web servers, :vars. You can make another block and then define the web servers : :vars, and then HTTP port equals to 80. So it's also variable. So you can use the HTTP port variable to anywhere in the playbook. Okay. You can define inside the inventory file as well as you can define it in the playbook. I will show you whenever you are writing the playbook, it should be defined there. Okay. So I will show you that thing. And facts that I have already showed you after running the setup commands. Whatever the variables are there, so it will define in that way. Another one is the template. When we are using the Jinja 2 template, so you can use the variable inside that. So these are the latter thing I will do. But inside the inventory file, we can define the variable in a way, in this way. Suppose HTTP port, it is like that. Suppose you want the HTTP port that should be used 80, and then you can define the variables here. Simply whatever the group contains, group of servers, I mean whatever the servers containing the web group will use these variables. Okay, that is the funda. Or otherwise you can make here, after the server name you can give HTTP port equals to 80. This line, this notations you can use as well as this notation. Okay, here the server name and then the space and then the variable you can define. Now suppose you have defined the variable inside the inventory file and then the playbook, and then you can define the, you are defining the variables whenever you are running the ad hoc command. Okay, so which will be prioritized? There is a sequence to prioritize that things. So precedence order will be like that. Extra vers. So whenever you are running the ad hoc command or command line, it will always the higher precedence than all the things. Extra hyphen extra vers we can give. Suppose you are writing the playbook, you are writing the ad hoc command, then you can run hyphen extra vers equals to then the variable name. Okay, so in that way you can define. After that it will be prioritize the task only for the specific task inside the playbook. Whenever you are writing the playbook under the task sections, it can be defined. After that the block, and after that the roles and includes whatever role you have written. So in such a way it will be defined. Last priority is the inventories. Okay, so if you are defining it in inventory, if you are defining any variable inside the inventory file, then you should not define the same variable in any of those. There will be no use. Suppose you are defining a HTTP port here in the inventory file, and then you are defining the HTTP port that is different inside the task sections or role section. So always that will be prioritized. There will be no use if you are defining the variable inside the inventory file. Okay, have you got that? I mean precedence order. Have you got that precedence order? I mean, whatever variables you are using, how should be prioritized, should be set? Paul?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, inside, have you got that, what I have told?
I think when we do an example and when we start writing the playbook, maybe it will make more sense, right?
Yeah, that will make more sense. So
Yeah.
until writing the playbook, you won't be able to clear, I think. So that's why I told I will come to commit to later after running some ad hoc commands. Okay, no issues. I will run. And the SSH issue I will take. I mean sudo issue. Okay. So first of all, you can do some exercise in your home as well to write the ad hoc command to execute the following task. Okay. So install Visual Studio package, check the host name of the servers, delete a file from a server. Okay, create a directory in destination server, uninstall the cronny package from a server, create a file system in a server. These all operations you can do it in your home.